Good evening, YouTube. I'm sitting in bed. It's Thursday night, November 17th, 2016, and I'm dealing with a few things. I want so badly to make some happy video diary entries, to do funny things, and to have a good time. Except right now, I'm going through a bit of a difficult time myself, so it's really hard for me to be able to do the things I want to do when I'm dealing with what my body wants me to deal with, or what my mind wants me to deal with at any given time. So I realized that I have some serious issues when it comes to regulating emotions and shutting off my mind, which is my worst enemy. Sometimes if I can't figure things out, I make up my own results or my own reasons why things happen. Usually these are detrimental to myself. It's usually my fault, or usually something that I've done wrong to cause somebody to do something. Very much a learned behavior. I'm used to taking blame, I guess. I acted out all my emotions yesterday, and I probably fucked up, but I don't know. I don't do well if I feel like I'm being ignored or shoved aside, even if that's not somebody's intention. If I perceive that, or if I feel that, it doesn't mean that, just because it's somebody's not their intention, that I didn't feel that pain or go through that stress or just feel that. Just because it's not somebody's intention doesn't mean that my emotion didn't exist. It still did. So I tried to get over that real quick, like yesterday, and I thought I was doing pretty good. In fact, I thought today I'm going to do this other thing instead. I already know what's going on. I know this person's busy and they can't talk to me because they're busy. So I'm going to, I'll send them some things and try and cheer them up because I know they're feeling down. And it worked for a while. And by the end of the day, I was probably worse than I was yesterday, because instead of having just the mental symptoms, I started suffering physical symptoms. I got extremely anxious. I felt like there were 4 tons of bricks on my chest. I couldn't take a deep breath in, and I was nauseous, like I was going to throw up. And I think the reason why I got so bad this evening was because I was eating, not eating food, but eating my feelings in a way. I had to swallow my emotions because I knew that they were inappropriate, or, I was told they were inappropriate, so I had to keep them in, and it began to hurt me. It began to hurt me a lot. I've not been good at keeping things in, and it's not real healthy for me to do. But yet, it's not healthy for me to jump to conclusions that may not be true either. So it's like a catch-22. Either way I face it, it's not healthy for me because I don't process like a normal person. The pain I felt this evening was completely real, and very difficult for me. I found that even when that pain started to dissipate and I realized things were okay, that they weren't okay. That I thought they were okay because, I was talking to this person, but the entire time I'm talking to them, I have tears streaming down my face, and I can't tell them that I'm upset. I can't tell them that I'm feeling poor because it's not appropriate. I don't know what's appropriate and what's inappropriate anymore. My ability to regulate is completely screwed up. So, a friend of mine, she has something called Asperger's, and she talks openly about it, and she and I are a lot alike in a lot of ways, so I began to research into this a little bit more, and I realized that I have many, many, many of the symptoms that make up a diagnosis for this. One of the biggest things is, emotional outbursts of crying or anger that, can't really be placed on anything, or the feeling that everybody hates you, that you don't feel, like you fit in anywhere. So many things. My odd obsession with anniversaries, like it's been 1 year since this, it's been 2 years since that. I am always gonna struggle with certain dates, and it's just crazy. My love of words, I have so many attributes that lean right towards there. So I've done a couple of evaluations, and each one have come up the same, that I have a high likelihood of being neurodiverse. I don't know how I feel about that. On one side of the coin, there's the relief that I'm not crazy. I just process things differently, and that makes me feel better. But on the other side, I realize that I don't have a chance to be normal because I'll always deal with it. So I need to talk to a doctor likely and see really what it is that I'm dealing with. Because my feelings are actually growing worse as I get older instead of better. I thought I was recovering well after my ex left, and I really was for a while, and then I got distracted. And I don't know if I'm doing right now or if I'm not doing all right now. I'm in a very, very strange place. Anyway, yeah, so I'm dealing with that, and wishing that I did not let my emotions to get the best of me sometimes, but they do, and there's not too much I can do about it. I try really hard to not react to certain things and not feel certain ways. I know that sometimes I feel these ways and it's completely irrational, but just knowing that something's irrational doesn't necessarily mean that you can stop the feelings that are associated with it. It's extremely difficult to not process things the way you normally would. The last couple days have been hurting a lot and trying to hide it. And even being told, hey, it's nothing, it's not you, doesn't make the pain go away. Even being told that you've done nothing wrong doesn't make you feel like you haven't. I've been keeping notes on my feelings. I keep a journal next to my bed, which is a very, very sad thing to read. And now I put memos in my phone all the time too. And while it makes me feel good to do such a thing, it also doesn't. Because then those words are forever on the paper. And that's hard to deal with. That makes things permanent in a way. So I don't seem to have plans for this weekend. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I thought things were gonna be different. But it looks like I'm going to be in this panic state for a while. As much as I don't want to be. I'm not sure how to get out. I'm going to be getting a hold of some different therapists. Try and talk my way out of it. Can't guarantee that that'll work. I can't guarantee that's going to work. I am so exhausted from just knowing that my video diary entries are all the same. They're all just me crying. But that's my feelings right now. I so want to do happy things. I want to laugh. I want to make funny videos. I want to, do fun things on camera, except I hit a point where right now nothing is fun. I recently have gone through a traumatic event, and even though it might not seem like a big deal, it is a big deal. I have to change my whole perception on things in order to get through it, and it's been very difficult for me. And there's certain things I need to get through this that I'm not getting. There's just certain things I need that I can't seem to get. And one of those things is a little bit of extra reassurance, and instead I'm getting the exact opposite of that. That hurts. It really hurts. So, who knows how long I'm going to be in this state. Who knows how long I'll be trying to swallow emotions that are only toxic to myself. Who knows how long this is going to go on for, because I don't. And I fear that, what if it goes on forever? What if I'm just being strung along forever? Because who would know? I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know at all. Oh, man. So, I should be happy that tomorrow is Friday, but I'm not, because I feel like I have nothing to look forward to. Nothing. Just a dirty house with 2 angry teenagers and a fridge that doesn't have any food in it, and a bank account that's about to go under by $50, and a credit card that only has $20 left on it. You name it, I'm dealing with it right now, I guess. And I am always looking for an escape that I can't seem to find. Once in a while I get there, but I realize I can't run away from how dismal my life really is. I can be in a different place physically, but I still have to come home to, a house that's falling down, kids that are angry, a fridge that's empty, dogs that need groomed, stuff that needs cleaned, dishes that need done, you name it. I still have to come home to it, no matter where I go. So, I cannot escape. I'm stuck. I hate being stuck. But I feel very stagnant right now. I feel like nothing I do is going to make any bit of difference to anyone about anything. And that's a horrible way to feel. I had my hopes up high for this year. I started off thinking that I was finally going to accomplish some of the things that I really wanted to. I started off my year toasting adventure, feeling confident, and it looks like I'm ending it having failed. Having been unable to move up in my career, having been unable to do some of the things I want to do, and lots of other stuff. 2016, I thought, 2015 was bad since when my ex walked out, but 2016's proven to be pretty bad itself. I don't deserve to be hurt. I don't deserve to hurt. I truly deserve to be loved and have my feelings respected. I just don't know. I don't know. Well, this has been a long, rambling bunch of text or a bunch of talk again. I'm tired. Plus, I'm sure you guys are sick of seeing my face cry, which happens a lot when I do these. It's actually very therapeutic for me to talk about my feelings and where I'm going and what's going on in my mind. Thinking that, maybe anybody out there is watching. It's a little bit therapeutic to me to do that. It lets me release these things that are festering inside me. But sometimes I really need a hug. Really. I hope everybody has a good night. At least tomorrow's Friday. Take care.